यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य
ओम ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः सर्वोपप्लवरहित प्रज्ञान घन प्रत्यगर्थो ब्रह्माहमस्मि सोहमस्मि ब्रह्माहमस्मि। ओम प्रपन्न पारिजाताय तोत्र वेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। May the Almighty Shri Lord Venkateshwara bestow all kinds of prosperity, health, wealth and eternal happiness with Paripurna Lakshmi Katakshams to you and the entire your family members and friends. Let us begin Bhagavad Gita, verse number 12 of 11th chapter. संजय उवाच दिवि सूर्यसहस्रस्य भवेद्युगपदुत्थिता यदि भासदृशी सा स्यात् भासस्तस्य महात्मनः. As we saw in the last session, Sanjaya is just describing whatever that he saw and experienced. Now you see, Sanjaya, though he was not at the place of Krishna's presence, but he was able to understand the experience because God is everywhere. And the whole world is connected with God, like our body is connected with our consciousness. When small needle it pinches our leg, we are able to connect with that. We could experience the pain. In the same way, the Bhagavan is connected and everything in the Bhagavan alone. And these words especially expresses different meaning. Now you see, when you look at any object with normal vision, normal perception, that object is filled with ignorance. Now for example, in our body, if the sugar level shoots up, okay, it goes beyond the limitation. So it makes some kind of giddiness and some kind of impact or something happens in wrong way. But when he slowly rises its level, we are not aware about it. In the same way, when the cholesterol accumulates in the veins, we are not aware about it. When heart is disturbed by that, at that time everything is stuck. At that time alone we are coming to know. The function of the body is not completely awareful to us. That's what the fact is. Our perception which is endowed with ignorance. And the object which is packed with the ignorance, name and form. You cannot come to know the biodata of the name and form. If you see the person, so you cannot get complete biodata, what kind of disease that he has right now, what kind of feeling that he has right now, because people can pretend as though they are happy being as a sad people. So our vision is endowed with limitations, means ignorance. So every object, they are veiled with the ignorance, the nature of the object are kept secret. And not only that, the characteristic of the object also kept secret. We are not having the complete perception. Otherwise, you can predict your past and future and present, and you don't know what is going on in your back. We don't know what is going on outside of this room. So therefore, our visions, they are filled with ignorance. That's what the proper expression. That's what here. Now it is changed. Now this veiling capacity belongs to Lord alone. Every object is veiled so that that object can survive without any worry. If you come to know about your future, if you come to know about your past, it will be chaos enough. But Ishvara should know, because the cosmic power and the cosmic consciousness, that collective consciousness is aware about every single bit of this universe. isn't it? Therefore, when he got to know the Ishvara's presence, for him every ignorance is removed. He could scan the world. There is no darkness at all. Everywhere there is light. Light symbolizes what? Wisdom, knowledge, complete clarity. Now for him the secret of the universe is being unfolded. That appeared to be like 1,000 sun's rays at once. It is lightening everything. He looked around, no darkness at all. Darkness means no sorrow, no suffering, no fear, no anger, no imbalanced emotions. All the species, the nature of all the species are evident by his perception now. Now you see, if we get that experience about our life, Swamiji, if I come to know up to my death, it would be wonderful, isn't it? No, it will be hell. Because Arjuna also said the same thing. When he was able to see everything, his tiny mind, though he was given a Divya Drishti, special vision, so his mind is endowed with limited perception, limited ideology, limited opinion about himself, about the world. So when everything is smashed by this Divya Drishti, Divya Darshanam, he becomes trembling and he says, please provide and become normal. This is what he requested. So that comes later. But here in this verse, Sahasra Suryasya, Divi means in the sky means in the space. Divi, Surya Sahasrasya Yugapad Bhaved Udithita Bhaha. Bha means the light of the sun, means thousands of suns at once it appeared in front of him. All the ignorance means all the secret of karma phalas are removed. All the secret of our dream, waking state, and what is that, the sleeping state are unfolded. All the secrets of Srishti, Sthiti, Laya were unfolded to him. For him, Ishvara alone will exist. That's all, completely light. A mind which is completely free from ignorance. Ignorance means all kinds of ignorance. Ignorance about your physical system, ignorance about your all experiences and all the janmas you had. It was just lightening. So Bhagavan threw the light to the Arjuna's and Sanjaya's vision. Now you can have the question, so what about all other people, Bhishma Acharya and even Dharmaputra, all other brothers of Arjuna? They were just wondering what these two people are having conversation, and that too in the front of all the enemies. What the conversation it could be, what the hell the Arjuna is doing, why the Krishna is allowing him to blabber. Something is going on in between these two people. They were in the mood of battle, means to fight. But these people, only these fortune people are Sanjaya and Arjuna. Therefore he says, Tatraikastham jagat krustram pravibhaktaman ekadha apashyadeva devasya sharire pandavastada. And this is one more expression. The whole world is experienced in Bhagavan's Sharira. Tatra, at that time, Kristnam Jagat, and this all the world, what kind of world? Which are having different forms and different names. Anekadha pravibhaktam, the world which is, world means what? So varieties of species, varieties of object, varieties of nature, and different time duration even. Because the lineage by lineage, so many varieties of species lineage. And even if you take the trees, there are senior-most trees and the in-between, middle age of tree. So the level of time-wise difference and space-wise different, character-wise difference, the world is nothing but existing with the difference, all the difference. That world which is endowed with So plenty of different objects, all of them are seen in the body of Ishvara. Now how to understand this expression? It's a kind of expression from our Sanjaya. Now you could see this whole world is figurated as a Kala Purusha Tattvam. In astrology also we do that. The whole world has been given a kind of expression. It's a body of this Ishvara. Now when he found the unity between all the objects, he could see, so all of them are nothing but Ishvara's Shariram alone. So when you are able to see a person's only hand, so you can understand that it belongs to somebody. Okay. So when you look at his legs, so only leg is seen, so you will just understand it belongs to somebody. If you see the eyes, so different all these are limbs, they are connected with one body. So when they are not connected, the body cannot be there in the same way. So every different object, they are just connected in one place. That one place is nothing but Ishvara. That Ishvara is all pervasive. That is the expression from this verse, this 13 words. See, all these physical different limitations, it doesn't matter now to the buddhi of Arjuna and Sanjaya. For them, they transcendent. They are able to transcendent. Trans bolte hain usko. So it is said as a transcendental meditation. There is one meditation very famous, but automatically it goes beyond the name and form. You are able to cross the limitation, the barrier of this form and names and characteristic of every object. Now you can just accept everything belongs to Ishvara. Everything is nothing but Ishvara's body alone. So nothing is away than his Sharira. So it means what? He is the administrator. He is a complete administrator of every object. That is the expression from the verse number 13. We will go to verse number 14. Tatasya vismaya vishtaha khrashtaroma dhananjayah pranamya shirasa devam kritanjalirabhashata. Now Sanjaya expressed his Arjuna's condition. Now the Arjuna's condition is what? Completely, lost. He is not able to stand still. All, these experiences, perceptions which made him to set the tears in his eyes, and the mind is trembling and he is struggling to accumulate the confidence. And when he got the clarity, that clarity helped him to remove the fear from his mind. That is one side. At the same time, in the other side, so when you cross the limitations, your mind won't have the capacity to persist it. That's what happens with Arjuna. So all over goosebumps were happening with him, and his eyes were setting tears, and his mind was just struggling to get away from the shock. And that shock also, it's not normal shock. So never ever had in his life this kind of experience. Automatically his both hands goes together to have the namaskara, and automatic, and also his head goes towards down, bows head, and he started saying what he is able to say now, because the condition of Arjuna is not normal. Okay, now his mind, so the mind which is unfolded with all the ignorance, the mind which is given extra power to experience, the buddhi which is given the power to understand the fact, the reality of this entire creation. So being in this body, it's very, very, very rare, and it is impossible to experience. But still he speaks something. Just let us read. Arjuna uvacha pashyami devanstava deva dekhe sarvanstatha bhuta vishesha sanghana brahmanamisham kamalasanastham ऋषिंश्च सर्वान् उरगांश्च दिव्यान् aham pashyami, I am able to see the words, and this meter is known as Trishtup, because now Arjuna, he speaks, his delivery is something different. Is the note of speech is with high note, so he is not able to bring the normal voice. The voice is different, the meter is different, the way when he expresses, that is different. Now the words are not coming from his mouth, not from his brain, not from his buddhi, it comes from the heart. So just he is amazed by having the darshan of Lord, therefore he accepts. So aham pashyami, what he says, so tabadeva dehe, in your body, all kinds of bhuta vishesha sanghan, I could see all the varieties of species in your body. Because when he was standing in front of him, so this Krishna made, because the whole world is understood, experienced in wherever you go, from the childhood up to death. So where you experience all the world, we shift so many places, so many houses, because when we study in the schools, so we studied with different section, we were changed place, changed the school, changed the college, we changed our residing places. So different places you change and go abroad. Even in abroad you have different places, but all the world are experienced where in one place. That one place is in our buddhi, isn't it? The world can be experienced only in one place, that is our buddhi. In the same way, the whole world is now experienced in his buddhi. That buddhi is absorbed by Krishna's form. Are you able to understand? So that buddhi is absorbed by Krishna's form now. Therefore, whatever, wherever, whichever is seen by him, experienced by him, so he is able to connect with Krishna. That's what the real understanding is. If you are able to connect everything with Krishna, then you are considered as a Virat Bhakta, you are equal to Arjuna. That's what the Krishna form is absorbed. His buddhi is absorbed by Krishna's form. Now he is able to connect everything with Ishvara and whatever that he sees. So, Bhuta Vishesha Sanghan, all the species which I know, I experience, and I have heard from Puranas, from Shastras, even under the ocean, all the species I could see in your body, they are connected with you. Not only that, Brahmana Mesham Kamalasanastham, even Lord Shiva, Brahma, so Vishnu, because Vishnu is a form, but Krishna is incarnation. Even Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, everybody is seen in you. And all the rishis, whoever that I've studied, they were there in front of my life, means before my life, in our history. So all of them I'm able to see in you. So you are continuously Sanatana, means you are continuously Anusyutam, pervasive and pervaded through them, and I am able to connect the past and future and present. For me, all of them are in one place. That's what the fact is also. Yesterday and today and tomorrow, it exists in only one place. All this past and future are connected to the current, because all the past which we experienced in the form of present tense, in future also we will be experiencing all the future tense in the form of present tense. That's what the expression. So in the past, as my elders, my ancestors, all of them are, I could see, I could feel in you. Varagamscha divyan, even the species, the species which grows to be horizontal, I'm able to, even snake, etc., all these plants, planets, and all the species which I have seen, I have known, I have heard, everything is connected with your form. And you see, the first experience of Arjuna, he was able to transcend all the forms. It means what? He was able to break all the forms, because forms makes impact of our life. We are limited with the forms. Therefore, what our life is consisting the attitude, the nature of getting affected by the forms. We are bound people. We get affected by our form. But Arjuna is able to penetrate it. He is able to break that. It's a wonderful experience. But Arjuna, though he is in uncontrolled form, I would say that, or in extraordinary form, therefore he is able to express better than Sanjaya. The next verse, Aneka bahodara vaktra netram pashyami tva sarvatonanta rupam nantanna madhyanna punastavadim pashyami vishveshvara vishvarupa. The same expression when our Sanjaya expressed the same thing. Aneka vaktra nayanam, aneka adbhuta darshanam. The same thing comes here. Aneka bahudara vaktra netram, but the meter is different. That different meter shows the impact of the darshanam. Aneka bahu, because bahu means it's hands, both hands with the shoulders. It represents the karma. Aneka bahu udara vaktra netram pashyami. I see countless hands and stomachs and mouth, eyes, sarvato anantarupam, and in many forms. So this is usually in the current era people call it 360-degree experience. But that word even our Pujya Swamiji, my Guru, never accept. There is 1D experience is enough for the consciousness, because consciousness doesn't have any degree, my dear. This is what his message. But in order to understand that, at once if in the city, if wherever the city you live, just you imagine, so your consciousness only is able to see from your body. If that consciousness develops the capacity, if it is able to see from all the shariras which is in that city, in all the body, you can feel yourself as a person who is sitting, and as a walker, as a person who is walking, as a person who is talking, as a person who is writing, as a person who is fighting. So when you feel all, how it would be. Swamiji, so we are getting giddiness. I am able to understand your experience, your expression. But there is something to understand. We will understand, definitely. We will continue from the next class tomorrow. Harihi Om. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.